what happens is when you watch the other teams play as well, there's a lot of skill. The tussle between both teams is quite immense, and that is what I love. Being a sports person myself, I know how competitive it is to keep competing and to see great skills of football being displayed, and that is something I really enjoy, and it gives me a lot of pleasure to watch that. So that's pretty easy choice for me, to watch. And yeah, whenever I do get an opportunity, I would love to visit again. I had one experience of going and visiting in Santiago Bernabeu, the El Clasico between Madrid and Barcelona. It was fantastic. It was a great experience. It was my first time ever in Spain. Thank you. We got the visa on time as well for us to reach there. I'm still on that visa. It's expiring soon, so I'll be visiting your office soon. But yeah, it was a great experience, and it is something that you will always cherish in your life because it is something that I'm really passionate about. So, going there, watching it live makes it even more special.
Well, definitely you'll have to go really soon to see the new Bernabeu. That is.
The last time we were there, I
yeah.
know it was getting renovated.
Yeah, it was starting, but now it's starting to look impressive. The thing is, by the December when it will be ready, so definitely you'll have to come. So this is about what we need to work all together in India is about to find a brotherhood between cricket and football. No, look at me. When I came to India almost 7 years ago, I had no idea of cricket, not at all. Not at all. Today I can enjoy a match, and indeed in the last weeks of IPL, I seen cricket in Delhi, in Ahmedabad where you lose, here where you beat the guys from Ahmedabad. So it's that's the beauty of competition. No, is one day you win and you have a terrible day, and against the same team that they trash you at your home, you trash them here at your home. So that's sports. No, so I think we need and that's a way of getting closer to Spain and India, to work around sports, getting closer cricket and football. I think we have some questions from you, and we'll move over.
All right, thank you so much. Rohit, we know you're a bit jet lagged, but bear with us for a few minutes.
I'm good.
All right, so you're the first and only La Liga ambassador who's not been a professional footballer. How important has it been to you, to have this distinction?
Yeah, it's quite important. Like I just said, it's the most watched league in the world. The numbers we just saw, the most followed team, most followed league in the world. And like I said, I'm a guy who loves skill-based activities. I love to watch people who have skills, people who can display good skills on the ground, and I love that. And whenever I watched the games in La Liga, that is something that you get to see all the time. And when the opportunity came for me to join hands with La Liga, I didn't even think once or twice. It was just, had to be there, and it came at the right time as well. Somebody who loves to watch football so much, and La Liga being La Liga for all these years, all the stars you see that we know the names of have come through La Liga. So yeah, that is what excites me, and yeah, it's been good 5 years now.
All right. So let's talk a little about the recent success of the Indian football team. They've done pretty well in the last few tournaments. What do you think? Where are we? If we manage ourselves? Will we play against big European teams? Where do you think we are, and where can we get?
No, from what I understand, definitely they've taken a giant leap in where they are at this point in time, and thanks to all the leagues that is happening in India now, ISL has played a huge part in that. People getting exposure, that is the most important thing. Even for us in cricket, when the emergence of IPL happened, a lot of our local players got exposure playing with international stars, and that is what the leagues in India have done to all our footballers, and I would love to see them compete with, one of the European top teams and go neck to neck. But obviously, it's going to be a huge challenge. But I'm pretty sure whenever I see them play, they look quite confident. They've definitely got a lot of skills as well. It's just about exposure. So the more and more exposure they get playing in Europe, playing in different parts of the world, they're only going to get better.
All right, moving on from India to Spain, we have the transfer window open currently, right? So if you had an unlimited budget, okay, and you had to pick a team of 5 players, who would be your Rohit Sharma dream team?
Dream team currently or
Currently.
Currently, I wouldn't say, but I would say my all-time top 5. I would have Iker Casillas to as a goalkeeper, Ramos, Puyol. Then Zidane has to be there. Ronaldo, and I would love to see Mbappe there.
All right.
In front.
If my next question was going to be that actually, Mbappe joining Real right now, with Vinicius and Valverde and Bellingham playing together, how many goals do you think they would actually score?
That'll be a dream lineup. Honestly, I can't wait to watch that. I've seen Bellingham play in the other league, and he looks quite promising. He's definitely got good mindset. And looks like he wants to compete. So he looks like a good talent. And Valverde, I've seen him. He's quite fast. I was watching one of the La Liga games. I think it was last year, and he's got solid pace. And obviously he's got the skills as well. But that pace is something that is quite amazing. So, and we all know about Mbappe, what he is. So. That'll be a dream lineup. Vinicius is obviously, making the mark all over the world with what he's done in the last 2 years, not just for his team, club team, but also for Brazil as well. He looks like a gun player.
Okay. And what do you think about Real's season this year? With Barca having a great lineup as well, where do you think they're going to be placed on the table?
It's going to be a tough season for them, no doubt about it. Every other team is quite competitive. Atletico Madrid has, they've got some really good players, and they're looking to get some good players as well. Barca always at the top, no doubt about that. With now Gundogan coming there, it's going to be interesting. This year's La Liga is going to be quite interesting. So I'll be actually quite glued to the TV wherever I am, whichever part of the world I am. I'll be really watching it closely.
All right. We have a few more questions on cricket actually this time. So you and Shikhar Dhawan, y'all are top 4 when it comes to total runs in ODI matches. If you had to pick a duo in La Liga, the best duo according to you in La Liga would be?
I think it'll be Ronaldo and Benzema. Ronaldo is the highest goal scorer ever in the history of La Liga, and I think Benzema follows him second, I think. But it's not because how many goals they've scored, it's just that, the kind of player they've been for their team, so many championships they've won together. And I believe in championships, you can win few games here and there, but to win championships like what these guys have won is something that takes a lot, so I think, and these not just them, but you need the support of the other players as well, but their contribution to this success has been immense. So I think if I have to pick, I'll pick these two.
All right, thank you. One more question. Which ICC World Cup match stands out for you as the El Clasico of your cricketing career?
It has to be India-Pakistan.
No doubt about that. All right. All right, Rohit, thank you for bearing with us. One last question for you. You know, we all notice before you all go onto the pitch, right, playing cricket, you'll always have this training session or pre-match where you'll play football.
Yeah.
So, how does it prepare you mentally and tactically, especially for the bigger tournaments?
No, look, I mean, the reason we play football at the start of our play is because just to get your body moving. You know, when you run short distance quickly, you know, you can get your body ready. Sometimes, you know, for me, I'm the opener, so I have to start my innings. I'm the one who starts the innings, so I need to be ready, not like, you know, the middle orders who come in later, so they go and sit inside the changing room. They'll watch the game and then they'll come and bat. But for me, it's different. I have to, you know, either way, be on the ground, whether we bowl first or bat first. I have to be on the field. And it does help the fast bowlers as well, because you know that sprinting that happens, the strides that happens within that 20 meters, that gives them that extra push, and you know they can get their body ready. And obviously, you know, when you have to be skillful, you have to use your mind. It just gets you ready in that way. But of late, we've just, you know, tried and stay away from it a little bit because we've had some injury issues. Guys are too passionate about the game, so they can't control themselves. So we had some ankle issues and things like that. So we're just trying to stay away, since you know the World Cup is just around the corner. We got to make sure that, you know, none of our guys get injured while warming up and things like that. There are already a lot of guys who were injured before, so we just got to make sure that none of the other guys get injured anymore. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Rohit, for being super candid with us. Okay, we request you to. Yeah.
No, I just want to take advantage to wish you the best for the World Cup. No, I think Fernando and I, when it's FIFA World Cup, we only think of Spain, but we'll be supporting India, no doubt. We'll be rooting for India.
All right, Rohit, if I can ask you to come in the middle, we just.
And also, the reasons for changing is as advanced. We had to, we face the need of changing most of our branding because of the change of the old main sponsor to the new main sponsor. But the decision was to get a new brand images that brings in all together all the verticals that we are creating around La Liga. No, all the what we call La Liga ecosystem. No, so that clubs, competitions, different projects, connection to the fans, services that we are bringing to the market. So it's a totally new environment that goes a little bit beyond the competition itself. We have our digital reach. We recently reached the 200 million followers all over the world, ahead of EPL, a little ahead. We understand that digital connection with the fans is key, is what allows us to get I mean, our two main channels of connection to the fans are quite easy. The traditional one, which is the broadcaster, which we'll talk with them in a minute, and then digital. So it's, for us, it's critical to work this side.